Good morning, student. In the last video, we learned how we can draw the circle with the help of given radius and how we can find out the radius or diameter if the given information is radius or diameter. Means if radius is given, so how we can find out the diameter, and if the diameter is given, so how we can find out the radius. Now, the next concept what we are going to learn is that interior and exterior part of the circle. So let's see here. Today we are going to learn about the interior and exterior part of the circle. So first you can see a circle drawn over here. If I am talking about this part, this region of the circle, means all the inside, means this blue color. This blue color is what? That is interior. And if I am talking about this red shade, what we have outside of the circle, what we have outside, means this red color is showing exterior. And if I am talking about this black line, this boundary of the circle in black color, that is boundary of the circle is on the circle. So if we have any point over here like P, that is interior of the circle, that is interior of the circle. Point P lies interior of the circle. If we have S here, S is in the red shade, so that is exterior. S lies within the exterior part of the circle. The same like P lies in the interior part of the circle. These three colors help you to understand whether these points are lie where. And if you are talking about the T, don't see just T is written over here. You have to concentrate on this point. That is on the black line. Black means on the circle. So point T lies on the circle. So clearly you should come to know what is the interior part of the circle, exterior part of the circle, and on the circle. If we have any point within the circle, that is called interior part of the circle. And if we have any point outside the circle, like here we have the point S, means that lie in the exterior part of the circle. Or if we have any point on the circle, on the outer surface of the circle, that is on the circle. So let's see, here we have an activity. We have a circle. Yes, this brownish shade is interior part of the circle. This white part outside the circle is exterior part of the circle, and obviously this black outline of this circle is on the circle. If we have few points, you can see here we have few letters. So if you want to see these letters regarding what they are given, yes, here we have few letters. Now we want to do an activity with help of these letters, like interior part. D we have to put anywhere here that should be located in the interior part of the circle. So where I have to put that? Is it? Yes. Now we can say D is in the interior part of the circle. If we have the point C, and that we have to put exterior part of the circle, is it okay? Yes. D could be anywhere outside of the circle, so that is called that lie at the exterior part of the circle. It could be like any point over here. Z, that could be again on the circle, that is on the black line, that is on the black line, that this black outline, if we have any point on that, that means that is on the outline. S interior part, if you want to say E exterior part, so that could be there. B, suppose we have here, that is on the exterior part or interior? No, that is on the circle. And again we have one more, that is T, outside of the circle. So if we have such kinds of the diagram, so we can easily come to know this is the exterior part, this is interior, and the point on the circle, that is called on the circle. According to this, now we are going to solve the question number 1 of problem set number 30. You can see over here in the table below, write the name of the points in the interior and exterior of the circle. We have the interior as well as exterior of the circle and those on the circle. So let's see. The first column is that we have the diagram the same way what we did in the activities. We have the diagram like that. Point in the interior part. So as we learn, interior part is what? So that is like, if I make the shape like this red one for the interior, so which points will going to come in that? Point Y, point T, point R, point X. The next column is point in the exterior part of the circle. If I am talking about the exterior, so this outer side of the area we have outside of this circle, that blue shaded. So that could like we have the W, we have M, we have Z. So point W, point M, point Z. These 3 points we have exterior part of the circle. Now the last one is that points on the circle. So as we learn this black outline, so here we got N and P. So these 2 points lie on the circle. So point P and point N. Point P, point N. This way we can write by observing the given figure the interior point, exterior point and on the circle points. The next concept is that circumference of circle. What is circumference of circle? Circumference of circle is the measurement of the boundary of the circle. If we have any of the circle and outside of the circle, that boundary, that is called the circumference of the circle. Here we have a circular shape of the tape. Now you can see the shape of this tape is circular, means like a circle. So how we can find out the circumference of this circle? Circumference means nothing else this boundary line, measurement of this boundary line. But in this way we are getting very difficult to measure this. So what we have to do, I have a strip. Now we have to cover this by this strip. So you can see this way I covered this, all the side of this tape will covered by this strip, and now we want to measure the measurement of this strip. So how we can measure it? So for that, just take it out and with the help of scale, we can measure it. It could be like, you can see 10.5 from 0, starting from 0, and at the last we have the 10.5. So the what I have this tape, the circular tape, the circumference of this tape is 10.5 centimeter. So this way we can measure the circumference of any of the object. The next concept is that R. Now what is an arc? An arc of the circle is a portion. A portion means we can say a part of circumference of the circle. What we measure here, if I am talking about this strip, so this is a measurement of circumference of this strip. So if you want to find out any of the arc, so how we can find out? Any of the smaller or the bigger part of this strip. Suppose I tear from here. So what is this? This is a part of the total circumference of that. That is called a arc. Now, for better understand, we have one more object over here. You can see this circular cardboard. I drawn over here a chord. Yes. So this chord divided this circle into two parts. You can see now this part of the circumference. The whole this black line is circumference of the circle. If I cut from here, so you are able to see only this much part. This much part of the circle is, you can see, this is called an arc. So this is also arc. If now you can see one more bigger part, like earlier we see the smaller part. This bigger part also called the arc. If I said this way, so now we are getting exactly half of the circumference. That also called a arc. So these are arc. So how you should getting the difficulty to getting how we can measure these three types of the arc. So that is nothing else. That is the types of arc. We have the minor arc, major arc, and semicircular arc. The first one is minor arc. This one, the smaller part. Minor means smaller part. Smaller part of the circumference, that is called minor arc. The same way, if we turn to the bigger one, this bigger one, that is called major arc. And at the center, from the center, if we divided the circle into two parts, so we are getting what? Semicircular arc. We are getting semicircular arc. So this way we have the main three type of the arc. Now how you are going to give the name of the arc? Always we are using the three letters name. Suppose here we have, first we are talking about this minor arc, AB. This line segment AB dividing the circumference of this circle into two various parts. Suppose here we have X and here we have Y. So how we can give the name? If we are talking about the end point with the A and B, so there is two arc AXB and arc AYB. So these two arc we have with the end point A and B. This AYB is a major arc, AXB is a minor arc. This way we can write the name of the arc by using the three letters. Now come for the practice set number 31. Here we have the question. You can see in the figure given alongside point S, L, M and N. These 4 points are on the circle. You can see here we have S, L, M and N on the circle. Answer the questions with the help of the diagram. With the help of this diagram, we have to answer these two questions what we have. Write the name of the arcs with the end point S and M. Now we are talking about this and this. So as we learned earlier, so we are going to write what? With the end point, what they are saying, S and M. S and M. The name of the arc is arc. What we have, if you can see, we are talking about S and M, so join this line. So we are getting S, L, M minor arc, S and M major arc. So here we could not describe the major and minor, just we have to write arc S, L, M and arc S, N, M. This way, these two are the name of the arc with the end point S and M. For your better understand, we can use the red S, L, M, S, N, M. So this red one showing these two arcs. Now come for the question number 2. Write the name of the arcs with the end point L and N. Now we have to write with the end point L and N. So with the end point L and N are, first let's see L and N. Now we have to match these two. So we are getting first arc, second arc. So L, S, N and L, M, N. So we are going to write the first one arc L, S, N and arc L, M, N. So this way we can write these two name of the arc with the end point L and N. If you can see this first and the second letter in the both, we have the same. Now come for the question number 2. Solve the following. Sorry, this we have to write over here. Arc L, S, N and arc L, M, N. Now question number 2. Solve the following. The first one here we have, write the name of the arcs that point A, B, C, D in the given circle. Here we have the circle and now we have to write the name of the arc. First we have to take end point A and D. Let's see. First one, with end point A and D. What is the arc? That is arc ACD and arc ABD. These two arcs we are getting. If we are taking the end point B and C, so what? With end point B and C, we are getting arc BDC and arc BAC. These two arcs we are getting with the end point B and C. So this way we can write. Now we have the next sum, second one. Question number 2. Give the name of the arcs that are made by points P, Q, R, S and T in the picture. So once you have to take end point P, R, then you can take Q, S, then you can take R, T, then you can take S, P. This way you can take different endpoint. By that you can write the name of the arc, both the arc. This is the homework for you all. You have to complete it. So this way how we can come to know how we are going to write the name of the arc. There are three types of arc: major arc, minor arc and semicircular arc. So that we are going to learn ahead. Before that, just today we learn how we are going to give the name of the arc and how we are going to find what is an arc. So this way we have to observe this figure, take any to any point, you have to complete this for your homework. The next thing we will continue in the next video. Thank you so much.